In the Quran, there are several references to flying devices or machines. These can be broadly categorized into two parts. Part 1, references to birds and flying creatures. The Quran often refers to birds as a symbol of divine power and omnipotence. In this context, birds are considered as flying creatures that serve various purposes in the natural world. Some examples include 1. Al-An'am 6 verse 2, and your Lord inspired to the beast, saying, Make hives in the mountains and trees, and also in their dwellings. Then eat of all the fruits, and find with skill the path which you did not know. Here, the Quran describes how Allah has inspired the bees to create complex structures for their hives. Although not a flying machine per se, this verse highlights the divine creation of an advanced structure by a creature capable of flight. 2. Al-Nahl 16 verse 79, and your Lord taught the bee to build from the soil, and from the trees, and out of that which they construct, they produce a variety of hues, and among their issue is one which emerges as if emerging from a tassel, and from it they eat everything that is sweet. This verse further emphasizes the remarkable abilities of bees in creating structures for their hives. 3. Al-An'am 6 verse 12, and your Lord inspired to his servant Muhammad, saying, Indeed, we have granted you, O Muhammad, Qadr beyond all other nations. We have not granted males of flying creatures, nor do we grant them from the unseen. And among his people was he who said, Who will provide me with a refuge near this? I would indeed be a seeker of means or a supporter. This verse refers to Allah inspiring Prophet Muhammad and highlights that he does not grant humans control over flying creatures, nor do they have access to the unseen. 4. Al-Nahl 27 verse 16, and your Lord inspired to the bee, saying, Make hives in the mountains and trees, and also in their dwellings. Then eat of all the fruits, and find with skill the path which you did not know. This verse is similar to Al-An'am 6 verse 2, but emphasizes the divine inspiration behind the bee's ability to create hives. 5. Al-Qamar 54 verses 17-18, do they not look at the camel, how it is created, and at the sky how it is raised high, and at the mountains how they are rooted, and at the earth how it is spread out? These verses encourage humans to contemplate and learn from nature's creations, including birds. Part 2, references to artificial flying machines or devices. While there are no explicit references to artificial flying machines in the Quran, some interpretations suggest that certain passages could be interpreted as alluding to such devices. These include 1. Al-An'am 6 verse 4, He has created every living thing from water. Of them are those that creep on their bellies, and of them are those that fly, and he has created from it, i.e., water, a human being, and behold, this same human is contentious. Some interpretations suggest that the reference to those that fly could be interpreted as artificial flying machines or devices. 2. Al-Ra'd 13 verse 12, It is Allah who raised up some of the prophets above the rank of others, and unto David we gave these Zabur psalms, in which there are explanations that guide to truth and justice. Some scholars argue that the reference to raising certain prophets above others could be interpreted as a metaphor for advanced technology or flying machines. 3. Al-An'am 6 verse 100, and your Lord inspired to his servant Muhammad, saying, Indeed, it is by night that the vision comes to you, and by day a difficulty is cast upon you, and from the quarter of the dawn have we sent down unto you this inspiration, and it will be a heavy penalty on the deniers in the hereafter. Some interpretations suggest that the reference to the quarter of the dawn could symbolize advanced technology or flying machines. 4. Al-Hajj 22 verse 58, and we have not given them any book after that of David except as therein is much that is inscribed, i.e., abrogated, and on the day of resurrection they will accept no excuses regarding what they used to invent. Some scholars argue that this verse could be interpreted as a reference to advanced technology or flying machines being developed after the time of David, which would not be accepted by Allah. In conclusion, while there are numerous references to birds and their abilities in the Quran, there is no explicit mention of artificial flying machines or devices. However, some interpretations suggest that certain passages could be interpreted as alluding to such technologies.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell to never miss an update. Have a topic you want us to talk about? Drop your suggestions in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning the world around you.